Okay, this is Tomcat Colvin, Blues Asia Network, and we're rejoining you now, and we're entering our second segment for this week. And I want to introduce some cohorts. We are being broadcast by UR Face Radio here in Manila, and the radio station has, they've got a really nice studio here. You'll learn more about it as you watch us over coming weeks. But we also have beautiful technicians that keep us straight. And I've got Rachel sitting over here at my left hand. And she's the one who keeps us from pushing, not pushing the wrong buttons and keeping us on air and queuing up the music. And so thanks, Rachel, for keeping us going. And I'd also like to introduce you to somebody very special because here in this program, we believe that blues is not only for old-timers like me, but it's for young people. And sitting over here, can we get him on camera? There he is. Yeah, he's in there. Okay. I want to introduce you to my friend Arvin Austria. And Arvin is going to be sure that we hear about the youth point of view about the blues in Asia. And boy, what a representative we've got to represent that, because Arvin has just launched the newest blues band in Manila. It doesn't even have a name yet. We're having a discussion among ourselves about, what should this band be called? In any case, I tell you what we'll do. Before I get Arvin to talk about this band, let's listen to their first gig at the Backdoor Blues Cafe. And here they are, the band without a name, the newest blues band in Manila. Go, guys. Okay. Yeah, that was the Unnamed Blues Band, and featuring on guitar Arvin Austria, who's sitting right here. And Arvin, yes, I do have to pull your mic up too, don't I? In any case, Arvin, I wonder if you could just give us an explanation of where you started in music and how you ended up playing blues.
We started music when we were 14, when we were at the age of 14, when we were in high school. And my friends were starting to like a band because in our school there's a battle of the bands every year, and we're eager to win on the contest.
Yeah.
That's why we formed a band. Then after a year, when we graduated our high school, our vocalist started to have interest in the instrument called harp, harmonica,
Yeah.
and he introduced me to blues. And at the first, when I heard the blues, it was unbelievable. It's just not ordinary. It's the root.
Yeah.
I can't explain it to myself. But then at first it was okay. It's blues, okay. But when you hear it a lot, and when you will love the blues.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah,
You just feel the players. You will feel the feel of the players playing the blues, and that's why I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, what you have described is the story that's told over and over and over again, and has been for decades now, of people discovering the blues. And it's something, you hear it, you begin to get it, and then it gets inside of you, and it just sort of grabs you.
Yeah.
And there's just something very, very special about it. It's a feeling that
Yes.
is very special.
And one thing I love the blues is you can interact with the other people. You just plug your guitar in and just talk the key of the song and what groove you're playing with, and that's it. You play a song.
Yeah,
that you even have rehearsed of it.
Yeah, you've touched on another one of the major things about the blues. It's a universal language. Once you sort of learn the basics of it, and you can go anywhere in the world, literally, and find somebody to play the blues with. You might not speak the same language, but you can play the blues together, and it's really a universal language, and we've sure got it out here in Asia. Okay, well, I'm going to come back to Arvin in a while to talk about another aspect of what he's doing, but we've got some news to share with you. This segment actually is going to be full of blues news about what's going on out here in Asia. And we just wanted to alert you that the Bangkok Blues Festival is coming up on the 29th. And they're going to have a number of bands that are playing, and the proceeds will be going to the Red Cross to help flood victims. So it's going to be a very, very important event, and it's going to be at the Crystal Design Center on the 29th of October. And the bands playing are Mob Fat Retriever, Celtic Color, let's see who else here, the Soy Dog Blues Band, and we'll hear a bit more about them in just a moment. A Trigger Finger Trio, they're actually visiting from Malaysia for this event. The Playboys Return, and Blues Missioner. And then they've got a special guest from He's Japanese, but he's been living in the Philippines at Sushi Matsuura. Used to play with Don here in the Philippines, a good friend of mine from some years back, and also Mr. Eddie Makarakanon. And that's all going to be happening in Bangkok on the 29th. And there's something else happening in Bangkok that is very special. There used to be a club there called Tokyo Joe's, and it became one of the great hubs of blues in Bangkok. And then it had to shut down because the economy turned bad for a while. Well, last night they had the soft reopening of Tokyo Joe's after it's been closed for about 2 years. And last night it reopened in the same location. And the band that is most associated with that club is the Soy Dog Blues Band. That'll be playing at the festival on the 29th. But this band, they play every week at Tokyo Joe's, and will resume doing so now that the club has reopened. And we'd just like to share with you a video of the Soy Dog Blues Band from Tokyo Joe's. This video is a couple of years old, and it comes from a period just before the club closed. And this is from their jam session that they have. So let's hear it from the Soy Dog Blues Band. Yeah, it looks like that's
white as snow now. Everywhere they go around, a little old lemons to go down. They followed her to school one day. That's what the teachers do. On a day they have Latin dance school.
That's the Soy Dog Blues Band, and they will be playing at the newly reopened Tokyo Joe's. It just reopened last night, folks, and Tokyo Joe's it's a real institution in Bangkok where blues players love to get together, and particularly on Sundays they have jam sessions there. So if you ever travel to Bangkok, be sure to search out Tokyo Joe's, and especially on Sundays, for the jams. And jam sessions, of course, are really significant for blues musicians. And Arvin, I know that you dropped by a club here in Manila, or out in Quezon City, where they're open mics.
Yeah.
Tell us about the club and about your experience at the open mic there.
Oh yes, the Backdoor Blues Cafe. It is located in Kalayaan Avenue, near about a street on Kalayaan. Just go straight ahead, and you'll see a Korean restaurant. On the bottom of it, it is located on the third floor, and you just drop by. Just bring your instrument, and you will see a lot of musicians out there.
Okay.
Young musicians,
Yeah.
amateur and professional.
Yeah. What night is the open mic?
Monday night.
Monday night.
Yeah.
And has that Monday night thing, has it meant anything special to you?
Yes, it is like a class where your classmate. It is like a school to me where you learn all the stuffs, the basic stuffs in music thing, and the amateurs there will teach you if you're doing mess around, and it's great.
Okay.
And so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I gather because I've sort of been following you and your development for a year now. Do you realize that we've been friends for over a year now, and I've been following this guy and his mate Ian LaFamia, the harp player, vocalist, and have watched them as they have worked toward actually getting a band together. They've really been committed to blues, but it's only recently that the energy has happened to make the band happen.
Yes.
And that partially grew out of your experience, I guess, at Backdoor.
Yes. The Backdoor Blues Cafe helped us a lot, and we didn't absent even a single day.
Yeah.
A single Monday night on Backdoor.
Okay. So, any of you young musicians that are here in the Manila area, see if you can drop by Backdoor Blues Cafe. They have a page on Facebook.
Yes.
So just search for Backdoor Blues Cafe. There's a map that will help you find the place. It's not the easiest place to find. Most of the most interesting blues joints are hard to find. But anyway, check it out.
And no age requirement. Even there's a 9-year-old named Abdon. Yes.
Yeah.
Playing in Backdoor too.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a fabulous place. And you'll find in most major cities, you'll find some place like that where the musicians get together, and it's so communal, and it's one of the aspects of the music. Okay, well, I'd like to move on and share some more news of things that are happening in Asia just coming up. We've already told you about the Bangkok Blues Festival on the 29th, and on the 30th in Singapore, there will be a special concert by a blues legend here in the Philippines, Wally Gonzalez, and the Wally Gonzalez Manila Blues Experience will be performing in Singapore on October 30. And you've heard about Wally Gonzalez.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Tell me why do you know him, about him?
He's the influence of every Filipino musicians here at the country. Their band is the legend. Yes, I think they are the first blues musicians here in the Philippines.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, Juan de la
Yeah,
Cruz back in the
yes.
70s, and
Yes.
yeah, and that band put the blues on the map. They were the first big blues revolution in the
Yes.
Philippines came in the
They're
70s.
the inspiration of every musicians here
Yeah,
in the country.
and Wally is still very, very active playing blues. If you ever get to Manila, you can catch him at. This always amazes me. He's playing every Wednesday night at Martini's Lounge at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Nice, very high class venue, but some good blues over there. And you can catch Wally on October 30 in Singapore, and it's going to be at the Power Room in Singapore. And accompanying Wally will be Pepe Smith,
Yes.
who their association, of course, goes way back to the beginning. Wow. And then there's another big event that's coming up, a blues festival. It's called, watch it, the Himalayan Blues Festival. That takes place basically in Kathmandu in Nepal. But it's grown. It's several years old now, and now they've gotten to the point where they actually take some of the performers over to India and perform in various cities in India. For example, in Mumbai at the Blue Frog, which is sort of the major blues center there in Mumbai, on November 3rd. And then these musicians then move over to Bangalore at the B Flat Bar. And then on the 5th, they'll show up in Calcutta. And on the 6th, they'll be in Delhi at Altitude Live. And then from there, they move on to Kathmandu. And in Kathmandu, the festival will go on November 10, 11, and 12. And there'll also be music workshops that are there. So that's coming up in Nepal and India. And the featured bands are BERT DEIVERT and the JIMI HOCKING Blues Machine, Izzy and Chris, and the Jumping Cats. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to check into one of those bands, BERT DEIVERT, and I'll tell you a bit more after you catch this this performance. Just take a listen, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. It's very, very interesting, very different.
Diving Duck Blues. If the river was whiskey and I was a diving duck, I'd dive to the bottom and I'd never come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I dropped to the bottom, well, I never coming up. Sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. Well, the sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. somebody there's a day. Hard to love somebody there's a thing. Well, it's hard to love, you know, I think I have to stay.
Yeah, that's BERT DEIVERT, and he's going to be playing at the Himalayan Blues Festival that comes up the second week of November in Kathmandu. And just to give you a little information, BERT is one of the few and certainly major blues banjo players in the world, and he's got a bunch of albums to his credit. And as a matter of fact, just this month he has released a new album, and on that album are 3 cuts that he recorded in Bangkok. It turns out that BERT loves Bangkok, and he spends time there, and his new album he performs with Thai musicians, and they recorded in Bangkok. And as a matter of fact, I can give you folks in Bangkok a little early notice. He'll be back over there in February, so keep your eyes peeled for BERT DEIVERT, who, in any case, have you ever heard any blues with that particular kind of mood and feel to it?
Oh, no. Never heard of that feel before.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's one of the interesting things about the blues. There's so many flavors of it.
Yes,
yeah. And that one is more like it's country music, but it's still blues.
Yes.
Okay, now I'd like to introduce you to another musician who's going to be performing at the Himalayan Blues Festival the second week of November, and this is JIMI HOCKING. And JIMI HOCKING, actually, he performed at the Himalayan Blues Festival back in 2009. And I'd like to share with you a video clip of his performance in 2009 at the Himalayan Blues Festival. And then after that, I've got some more information to tell you about that particular video. Okay, so this is JIMI HOCKING. He's from Australia, incidentally.
I think I'm supposed to go now. Am I supposed to go? There's somebody not getting no indication. I'll do one more, then I'll get off for you. Thanks so much for being here tonight. I know we went a bit later than we thought we were going to, but it's all part of a casual attitude we're discovering. Just chill out, you know. See me right out of the sunset on the TV screen. Up above that I can't hear. know what I mean. There's women to the left of me, women to the right. Ain't got no gun, ain't got no knife, so don't you stop, no fight. 'Cause I'm TNT, dynamite, TNT, I don't want no fight, TNT, I'm a power low. Watch these I'm dirty, mean, body unclean, I'm in one tread bare. How many give you number one? Understand? So lock up your daughter, lock up your wife, lock up your back door. Don't be a life. The man is back in town. Don't you mess around. 'Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite. TNT, I don't want no fight. TNT, I'm a power low. Yeah, watch these flow. There's always one. See me riding out on the sunset on the color TV screen. I'm for all that I can get. You know what I mean. There's women to the left of me, women to the right. Ain't got no gun, ain't got no knife, so don't you stop, no fight. 'Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite. TNT, I don't want no fight. TNT, I'm a power low. Ooh, watch me explode. I say I'm dynamite. I don't want no fight. I'm a power low. Ooh, watch me explode.
Okay, that's Jimmy Hocking from the Kathmandu Himalayan Blues Festival back in 2009. Jimmy is, of course, an Australian blues musician. There he was doing his solo stuff. I think he's performing just in a couple of weeks in November in this year's edition of the Himalayan Blues Festival. And I think he's taking his electric band this year, so the folks over there in Kathmandu will get a different flavor from that musician. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about that particular video that we just saw. It was shot by Costa from New Zealand. And this videographer is one of the leading videographers in New Zealand. He actually did a special about the filming of, I forget, a major movie that was made there. Let's see if I've got it in my notes here. Well, it doesn't matter. In any case, Costa was invited back in 2009 to accompany a New Zealand musician who performed in Kathmandu, Mike Garner. And and so Mike went over, he performed, Costa went along, did video along the way, and they together produced a DVD. And it's taken me months, Mike, to finally get organized to where I could share this with folks. But this is a remarkable DVD of the Kathmandu Blues. It's about the Blues Festival. You get lots of clips of the different performers there, and you also get a flavor of what Kathmandu and Nepal are all about. A really, really fascinating documentary, Kathmandu Blues. And as a matter of fact, it is available. And here's the information. If you want a collector's item, you can get the Kathmandu Blues DVD. Just check out the website there, and it will give you all of the ordering information. And Mike, I appreciate your sharing this DVD with me so many months ago, and gosh, it's taken a long time for us to get organized here at Blues Asia Network to where we could share this out worldwide, but we're happy to do so. Now, there's another performer at the this year's Himalayan Blues Festival that I want to bring to your attention, and it's a band from Russia called the Jumping Cats. And this band, we're going to get another interesting flavor of things. And Russia, you know, a good bit of Russia is just right there bordering on Asia, and it picks up a lot of Asian kind of things and scales and gypsy stuff. And listen to this Jumping Cats from Russia that will be headlining at the Himalayan Blues Festival. Okay, that's the Jumping Cats from Russia. And they're going to be performing at the Himalayan Blues Festival the second week of November. And kind of an interesting flavor again. Not exactly blues, but, you know, it's still kind of fits in the same bucket. Yeah. Have you ever tried any of those kind of minor, I mean, really sort of gypsy minor scales? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. They're fun to play. Got an interesting mood to them. Okay, now we're going to close out segment 2 of this week's program by doing something we do every week, and we always feature a young player, and we do that because it just conveys the message that blues is for everybody, even really young players. Yeah. And I'm springing this on Arvin. He's never seen this. In fact, he's not seen any of these things before. This is all new to him tonight. But we're going to check in on a 9-year-old guitar player from Japan named Ryunsuke Yamagishi. And he started putting videos up when he was 9 years old, and he has gotten hundreds of thousands of hits on his YouTube videos. The kid is now 12, but he started developing his art at 9 years old. And let's take a look at this, and you'll see why he's so infectious. Ryunsuke Yamagishi. Yeah. Arigato, Yamasuke Yamagishi. What do you have to say about that?
I can't believe it is rhythm.
Yeah.
And it took me a year to learn my own rhythm, but this kid has his own,
Yeah, he's
and his guitar is bigger than him.
yeah, yeah, it sure is. But do you have any advice for the really young musicians that are coming along, or
Um,
encouragement, or
my I think the technique that I learned is listening, the trick of listening to songs, that just listen to the player you want to, just for me it's just listening,
yeah,
and mimic their tune that you want, and that's, I think that's all.
okay. Well, I tell you what, if any of you parents are out there, um think about getting your kids pointed toward music. It is such a satisfying thing to do. And the amazing thing, particularly with blues and rock, and of course they're so kin, it's something that the kids can really get into and get a lot of enjoyment out. There's so many other things that we would have liked to have shared with you tonight, but there are only so many minutes in an hour. And so we're going to be pulling this segment 2 of episode 1 of our worldwide Blues Asia Network broadcasts. We're going to be bringing it to a close, and we just want you to know there is so much more for us to share with you. So make a point of checking us out, and you can listen to us whenever you choose to, on demand. And just go to the website at www.Blues Asia Network, and it will be there. And so you can click on it. And we also have a YouTube channel, and you can go there, Blues Asia Network, and we'll tell you more about this exciting enterprise that we've got going. So anyway, this is for me, Tomcat Colvin, Blues Asia Network,
Yes, and my name is Arvin from Ian LaFamia Band.
okay, and you'll be hearing more from both of us.
Yes.
And thanks again to Rachel of UR
Yes.
Face Radio, who has kept us on air. She's hiding over here in the corner, so you can't see her. But thank you, folks. Thank you, our Face Radio, for helping us make this possible. And listen, we look forward to all of you joining us every single week on Blues Asia Network. Take care. I should mention, I forgot, this is Brendan Power. And we always do a harmonica minute in our program. And this is our harmonica minute. I forgot about it. And Brendan will be touring in Asia in November and December. We'll tell you more about that next week. But this is our last song, going out with Brendan Power and his song, Sweet Bulgarity.
Face Radio, the worldwide